Welcome back to Sports Radio 95.9 The Fan. My name's Mark, and yes, this is the Mark Moses Show, weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 p.m. Right now here in studio, I got two fine gentlemen here in the listening area to talk about a great event coming up in early May, and it's the At Night in Casablanca second annual casino fundraiser. And I'm joined here by TJ and Aaron, TJ McMahan and Aaron Olinski. Yeah, I have to get that right. They're with the sponsorship committee. So guys, how you doing today?
Doing great. How are you doing?
Pretty good, Mark. Thanks for having us.
Okay, this is the second annual event. All right, and you had it last year, but before we get into that, let's talk about what this benefits. The South Brevard Sharing Center. And I know, Aaron, you want to talk about this. For some of our listeners who don't know, what exactly is the Sharing Center?
Yeah, the Sharing Center is an organization located here in South Brevard, and what they do is they help out families that are in need when they're in crisis or they're going through a difficult situation or time, which different families do at different times of their life. So when those families are struggling, they can go to the Sharing Center, and the Sharing Center will give them aid and assistance, financial assistance, or clothing or food at different times when they're struggling.
And how long have you guys been involved with the Sharing Center then?
I've been involved with the Sharing Center for about 4 years with our church.
This is just my first year with the Night in Casablanca, but it's been a great year so far, and just learning more and more about the organization and that just learning about 13,000 kids that are on free and reduced lunch that this system will provide meals for throughout the summer. I mean, what a great organization here in South Brevard.
You got to say that again. 13,000. Is that true?
13,000 in just South Brevard. That's actually 55% of the students in Brevard County are on free or reduced lunch, and most of them take advantage of even the free breakfast. So when it comes to summer, those parents now go from providing one meal a day to their kids to having to provide all three.
We're here with TJ and Aaron, and they're with the Night at Casablanca second annual casino fundraiser, which will be coming up in early May. Now, is there a website that they can check out for more information, or also if they'd like to help out with the South Brevard Sharing Center?
Yeah, they can easily go to www.mysbsc.org, and then if they want to hear about the event itself, they can go to that website mysbsc.org/Casablanca to get any details about the event or buy event tickets or potentially be a sponsor.
All right. Is it Casablanca or Casablanca? I always get that confused. And I know it's one of the greatest movies of all time. How do you pronounce that word?
I have no idea. I think it depends if you're from Chicago or you're from the Deep South. It's a little bit, those days are different.
All right. Come on, TJ. How do you say it?
I say it Casablanca, but again, the movie is way before my time. I've only seen it in reruns. So I think it's however you pronounce it, wherever you're from.
Okay. Let's talk about the event. May 10th, and it's at the Hilton Melbourne. Is this correct?
It is at the Melbourne Hilton Rialto, and it's May 10th, so NFL Draft Day is Thursday, May 8th.
Oh.
We obviously got Friday there on the continuation of rounds 2 and 3, and then you can go and play cards at the Melbourne Hilton Rialto on May 10th on that evening from 6 to 10.
All right, tell us about the event. We got poker, we got casino action. What's happening exactly?
Yeah, we have poker, roulette, craps. We're even going to have bingo this year. You name the card game, we'll have it there for you. It's going to be a great event. All money goes to charity, and this way, throughout the night, you'll be gambling with Casablanca dollars to earn raffle tickets to put into different prizes for the event.
Anything else you'd like to add? What are you going to be wearing? Because I saw photos from last year where people wearing like 1940s gangsters outfits. So I got to go get my Al Capone look on. I mean, what are you going to be wearing?
That's absolutely right. I'll probably wear a sweet like striped vest or something like that. Maybe some awesome wingtip shoes that I can find.
Oh, I got to get those. We got to find those for the event. All right, so like you said, you got the cash raffle poker tournament. It's coming up May 10th, and we'll link it on my website as well to get more information on that. Now, I looked at photos from last year and everything, all right? How long does it take to put this event together? Because I know you didn't show up today and go, hey, let's go do a tournament on May 10th. I mean, what is the whole process to putting this thing together?
Oh, it's a long process. We actually started probably about 5 months ago in December, and then we have a planning team and a committee, and actually multiple committees at this point in time, because we have a sponsorship team trying to get sponsors in the community. We have an event team that wants to make sure everything is the way it should be, decor, and then we have some other people that are taking care of details like behind the scene as far as the gaming and the tables and getting that company to come and do their dealing.
All right, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're here at TJ and Aaron, and we're talking about a night in Casablanca, second annual casino fundraiser coming up on May 10th here in Melbourne, and all the proceeds will benefit the South Brevard Sharing Center. Before I let you go, let's talk about your teams. Everyone who comes in my studio has to tell me who their teams are. So we're going to start with Aaron over here. All right, who is your baseball team?
Baseball, absolutely Tampa Rays. Love the Rays. Love Joe Madden. Love how they run their organization top notch.
Are you going to win the East this year?
I hope so.
I don't like that, Ant. Come on. It's got to be better than I hope so. Favorite player on the Rays?
Oh, no question, David Price. You got a giant at 6'6", throwing from the left side, just bringing it all the time. Incredible.
NFL team. Uh-oh.
I'm hesitating. I lived in Jacksonville for a little while, so I'm a Jaguars fan, and hoping that things turn around over the next decade.
Are you pro or against Johnny Football being in a Jaguars uniform?
Me personally, I'm against Johnny Football. I'm against. I feel like he had a great college career, but I don't think he's going to pan out. He's going to be one of those 50% of quarterbacks that don't actually make it from the first round.
Okay, who's your quarterback going to be then? Are you drafting one, or are we going with Chad Henne?
I think the Jaguars are going to wind up drafting Manziel, and we're going to have 4 more years of struggle.
I am buying you the jersey. If the way you've been talking about him, I'm buying you the jersey. That's what you want? Number 2 Jaguars jersey? Okay.
Absolutely.
Look on his face. Okay, we'll move on here to Mr. TJ. Who are your teams? You got to let us know.
I'm from Marblehead, Massachusetts, so it's got to be Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins, and Celtics. I will say I'm going to support one team next year from Florida, and that's going to be the Orlando City Lions. I'm really pumped about having an MLS team here in Central Florida.
Okay, I'm confused by this. It's like they have a club right now. Isn't there a team that's like...
Correct. I believe they're in the ASL, and next year they're being promoted to the MLS. So it's going to be a big deal here in Central Florida.
Is Miami getting a team as well?
Beckham is doing his best to get one there. It has not yet been approved. The Orlando City has been approved. They're building a soccer-specific stadium right down the street from Amway in Orlando, and they're going to be good to go. They're going to play their first season at the Wild World of Sports, and after that, they'll have their own soccer-specific stadium.
You're one of these guys, aren't you? Super hardcore, and you got the scarf on and everything. Are you one of these guys? Your buddy here is shaking his head saying, yeah.
I am definitely a member of the American Outlaws, Uncle Sam's Army for the U.S. I'll get on board with this Orlando City thing very soon. I'm excited to celebrate the color purple.
Oh, and how much are you in love with Tom Brady? You let our Dolphin listeners know.
I will say that he's probably the best quarterback ever. I expect this year with the improvements we've made, I can very well see them in the AFC Championship game against Peyton, and I think we'll beat them this year. And I think Brady's going to take it this year with ring number 4.
Really? So we don't even have to play the season. You've already told us what's happened.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Pro or against Gisele Bündchen? Do you think that was the right move by Tom?
I'm not sure you can go against that, but we'll just leave it at that.
Are you pro Brad Stevens with the Celtics?
I think Stevens is a great guy. I think he was put in a terrible position. I think that with Rondo being out half the year and really left with a non-supporting cast, it was a tough year for him. I'd like to see him stick around and see what we can do in the draft, and with a healthy Rondo all year, I hope we keep him. And I do think that he can be a great coach.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much did it hurt when my Blackhawks scored 2 goals in 17 seconds to win the Stanley Cup?
Is there a 13?
But you're the number 1 seed going to the playoffs this year, right? You're going to go back to the Cup Finals.
Yeah, we are the number 1 seed. We do have an easier route being in the East. We do have to play the Habs and the Bolts, of course, but we do have an easier ride as opposed to the Western Division. That's a tougher division, hands down.
Well, in the words of my father and I, we hope you destroy the Detroit Red Wings in round 1, possibly. That's what we want. But before I let you go, here at TJ and Aaron with the Night at Casablanca second annual casino fundraiser to help benefit the South Brevard Sharing Center. Real quick, I'll let you guys do this. What is the website for more information, and when and where will the event be?
Sure. The website is mysbsc.org/Casablanca, and the event is going to be on Saturday night, May 10th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Melbourne Hilton Rialto.
If I could add just one thing, that is in the Tim Wakefield Ballroom, who's a former Red Sox player.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Tim Wakefield, huh? How many World Series did he win?
Just a few.
Okay. How many have you won in the last 15 years?
3.
Okay. How many of the Cubs won in the last 100 years?
0.
They won I don't even think they've won a pennant in that time. No. I'm sorry. One pennant.
Yeah, I think they had some fan interference that helped them win a pennant.
That's right. Steve Bartman, baby. You got that right. Well, TJ and Aaron, I appreciate you guys stopping by the studio. We're going to have to get some lunch sometime, and we're going to have to pick out my outfit for this event on May 10th.
Absolutely. Happy to do it. Look forward to doing that.
Thank you so much for having us, Mark. Look forward to lunch.